Brothers talking.
Everyone's blessed, everyone's in the building, everyone's in the room. Punctuality is key. I like it, you know, professionalism, no tardiness. Man, them was on time. You understand? Leading by example. By example, we lead. It's the hustler in the building. Big Dougie Doug in the building. Man, them in the room. Just vibing. Everyone was on time. I love to see it. Cousin T was a little late. Just slightly. Cousin T, you didn't invite me on Sunday.
Where did he go?
My brother just said to me today that man had a little party for his daughter. I didn't get invited, T.
Them ones there.
You're too old. I don't know how the thing is. I don't know how the thing is.
Man, don't know how the thing goes.
Yeah. I gave you the out when I said, is it that my children are too old? But
you could have said, yeah, it was a kid's thing and just left it at that. But
yeah. I only found I kind of saw.
Nah, he's making it sound Percy.
Yeah, my brother's like, yeah. My brother said he passed through. Yeah. But it's all good. No. More life. Happy belated birthday to my little cousin. But yeah, we're in here. Winners Talking podcast. We're back in again. Big Dougie Doug, what are you saying to me?
They are, fam.
All right.
They were moving.
That's what I like to hear. Blessed, highly favoured. Guests in the building today. Special guests in the building today.
Yes, man.
There's two men, but only one will be shown on camera due to legal reasons.
Inconspicuous.
And to avoid any legal ramifications.
That's it.
Back again for a third time. Bridges, you're another hat trick, man.
Yes.
Yeah, Bridges.
Yes, that's it. Hey, listen, we have to clap that up.
Yeah, we clap it up. We applaud.
Young Bridges.
It's only that's a select
few, bro. That's been on there 3 times.
You're amongst those memorable visits you've had in there, Bridges. Memorable.
Yeah, man.
This is to show how we move and the growth and everything.
Come on,
always
man.
love at Winners Talking podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good to have you back again, Paul.
Thank you, man.
Mizzy in the building as well.
Come on, you guys. It's been a long time. This is the second time I've been on here. Right?
Yeah. Numbers are coming up.
Yeah. And when I deep it, two of the most polarizing figures as far as entertainment and culture. Mizzy, a man that people are divided about how they feel, but we're going to try and get to that today. Bridges, a man that divides the people as to how they feel as well. Polarizing. How have you both been anyway? What's going on?
Yeah, I've been good. Yourself, Miz?
I've been quite fine still. I've just been battling with a lot of things, but been on top of stuff still.
Come on, man.
Yeah, cool. Lower that just in case it's covering your face. Okay, camera. Lower it. Yeah. Rex, you should have been saying that. You sure? All right then. Yeah, carry on. My guy Antonio Banderas is just checking the camera.
Right. Gotta check them cameras. Technical difficulties.
Everything is good, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go on.
Yeah, so everything's been good. Obviously, in the last month and a half, started speaking to Mizzy, and I'll let him say his side of the story first, and then I'll get onto mine. Like in terms of
because this is the link up between the two of you.
Yeah. Dynamic duo on that. Come on now.
Yeah.
Obviously, so since the last time I've been on here, I've been through a lot still. So obviously, I don't remember. When was the last time I was on it? What month was it?
Well, you're asking. It was fresh after when in the midst of everything
So like
that you
May,
had going
June
on.
time.
Yeah,
So
around that kind of
Okay,
time.
cool. So since then I've been through a lot. Obviously, I went to prison for that 3-day stretch. Came out, and I think I came on after that. Then I got sectioned like a bit after that because I had a spiritual awakening. I had people around me talking stuff to me, and I was just going off of what they were saying, and I wasn't thinking for myself, and then it ended up getting me sectioned. And then after that, I came out of getting sectioned, and then I had another court case that I had to battle. That this was for the breach of the criminal behaviour order that happened in May. Then I fought that. I got found guilty. Then I went to jail. So when I came to jail, this was like the turning point for me. And it was like, I didn't think I was going to go to jail. Like, I've been through the legal system a lot of times, and I've been through a lot of things. And I've like, every time it's been a slap on the wrist. So I've eventually abused the legal system. And even on the Piers Morgan interview, you could see that from me. I was like, UK laws are weak. I wasn't actually thinking about what I was doing. I was just thinking about the clout that I was getting behind it, and not the actual legal repercussions and the actual real world effects that was happening to me.
All right, one more. So, if you remember, for one, when you came on the show, you said the English legal system is weak, and I remember I said to you, don't say that. They'll show you that they're strong. Don't say that. Don't push that line. But before we get to all that, let's go back. What were the circumstances that they sectioned you under the first time? What was the reasons they gave you, as far as you know, why they sectioned you?
So
where did they section you to?
I got sectioned under Section 2 of the Mental Health Act. So basically, it was involuntary. So I couldn't say no, yes to it. Like, they just had to take me in and evaluate my psyche at the time, basically. And what happened was, it had nothing to do with social media, it had nothing to do with pranks, it had nothing to do with any of that. It was literally me and my friends and what we was discovering, the information was gaining, and all of that behind that led to me. I don't know how to explain it. That's a tough time for me to explain right now, but I'm still working towards trying to find to explain it.
Do you feel that with everything that was going on, the information that you were discovering, the fame that you found yourself in, the notoriety that you found yourself in, the pressures, you think it was the pressure was maybe a bit too much for you, and did you have like a small
breaking
breakdown?
point? Yeah.
You had a breakdown.
Definitely.
Because listen, we all get overwhelmed with stress.
Bro.
It's how you can stress management. You're a young guy.
Yeah,
so,
like you got deep. I'm 19. I have a child. I had situations with my family. Like a lot of stuff was going on, and I was basically trending almost every day in that last month of May, June times. And a lot of stuff was affecting my mental health. And it wasn't just I'm just a social media prankster doing this, that, and the other. There was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I was damaging my relationships. I was getting in trouble by the law. I was getting into a lot of battles, and like, there's still stuff pending to this day that I'm still battling. And nobody will ever see that behind the scenes. They only see what the media posts. And I'm trying to do better from what I've done before. And nobody will ever see that until I actually show that.
Okay. So that's the journey thus far. Paul, talk about how you've come into like you two creating this link up. I kind of know because you kind of spoke to me about some plans that you had, but I didn't know the two of you would end up connecting. But yeah, talk to the people.
So, obviously, as you said, I feel like you're a person that I reach out to whenever I have ideas. I have loads of ideas, but just in general, I feel like Pound, you're one of those. I don't tell you when we talk, but I've got a bit to drink. Why not, right?
Yeah.
So Pound, you're a guy that if I have ideas, if something's going on and stuff, I'd always call you and say, do you know what? I've got this idea. This is something I want to do. What do you think? And I feel like you give me your honest opinion. Say, Paul, this makes sense. This might not work. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell you exactly what I had in mind, but when Mizzy posted, he said he's ready to change his life, and I saw the post. You had the construction hat and everything. Yeah. I was so happy because the same way when he was posting the madness. Do you understand? He was getting so now he was posting the good stuff, and I said that is something I can support.
And one thing, let me interject quickly. One thing Paul did mention to me when he was talking to me about wanting to mentor me. He said, I could have mentored you back in the day when you was doing all these pranks. I knew about you back then. I saw you. I could have mentioned you. I could have reached out to you, but all it would have amounted to is probably an interview, and me probably ended up using you because of you at the time instead of me actually taking care of you like everyone else was trying to do at the time.
Yeah.
So he wanted to see me change myself for myself. 100%. Like he wanted to work on myself.
You gotta want it. You gotta want it.
I gotta want it for anybody else to reach out to me and help me want 100%. To achieve my goal. So, and that's why I respect Paul, because he actually reached out to me at a time when it was a good time for me and him to reach out. If that makes sense.
So basically, when I, posted him, he said he wanted to change his life. So I posted it on my thing. I put a caption. I said, listen, I support this, blah, blah, blah. And then he was in the comments and he said something like, oh, thank you for that, something like that. But then I sent him a DM after. And I said, no, genuinely, like, if you, do you know what I mean?
You're serious about it.
Yeah. And then he responded and he said something like, do you know what? He just opened up. He said, listen, bro, I'm here. I haven't got the type of support that I could have. Something along those lines. And what I saw is, I remember back a few years ago to like when I was on blue therapy, basically. Yeah. It was a dark time when the show finished. No, obviously, no, when the show finished. Yeah. No, this isn't the funny part, by the way.
Go.
It was a dark time. Yes.
Carry on.
No mind that.
Okay, so it was a dark time. And those times, that's when you were there. Poet was there. Who else can I think of? Those are the only two I can think of now. Yeah. Even like the Beard Gang guy, Adam. Yeah. There's key people that they're there. Listen, bro. And like all those small things helps.
Very important.
Yeah. Very for your, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when Mizzy sent me the message, now I kind of clicked back to that time. I was like, oh damn, was what he's going through now.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow.
Like a cry for help kind of thing.
Right. He said, that's what I'm saying. He said it.
No, 100% still.
And I was like, do you know what? I know how to get out of this. I know how to help him. I'm going to help him.
Yeah.
So I said to him, listen, do you know what? If you're up for it, boom, let's link up. Let's talk. Blah, 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 blah. He was like, listen, bro, let's do this. And then literally, we never looked back.
So what have you been doing, Paul? Talk about them. What the movements have been. What you two have been doing together.
Cool. So first of all, when I linked up with him now, I thought to myself, okay, cool. It's like, from my perspective, most people would say, okay, just manage him. And, you know, but I said no. Because I could relate to him in that way, in the sense that you feel like the whole world is against you.
Yeah.
But at the time, when you're doing it, well, it's from my perspective, it was entertainment. I'm trying to entertain the people. Blue therapy, by the way. Whereas him, I feel like from a prankster perspective, it's kind of entertainment too. But then when the people that you're trying to entertain now turn their backs on you, it's like, I was doing this for us to laugh. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when we linked up now, you know, I was talking to him and stuff, and I thought to myself, okay, cool. If he's 19 years old, what does he need? Okay, first thing, job. About 2 days, made a couple calls. Shout out to Soundbank Mel. I said, listen, Mel, I'm talking to the Mizzy guy. He's serious. He wants to change his life. I know you can help. He needs a paid internship, and we need the money up front. And she put down a good percentage of the money up front. I said, listen, Miz, don't worry, you're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're with us. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's what I love about our people.
Yeah, come on.
You see, some people, they say, oh, UK's bad vibes. Yeah, I hear it. But in real life, when you're out, when you're outside, like, for the right causes,
people will round up.
People will round up and we'll make it work. So, step one, boom, we need a job, boom, 2 days, we wrap that up. 2, okay, we need to change the look. Stylist, shout out to Rickster. Stylist came out, got him a couple things, bam, 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 cool. After that, what did we do? We said, okay, now, I said to him, what I like about him is that he's very, in a good way, obedient, in a sense that he would hear me out.
He's willing to listen.
He's willing to listen.
Man, just a chill guy.
Yeah.
Just a calm guy.
Right.
Like,
I said to him, I said, look, what we need to do is, if you're serious about wanting to, you know, change your ways and you want to give back, you need to prove it to us. Because I'm speaking from the people's perspective.
Yeah. 100. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm from South.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, we're going to go Brixton Soup Kitchen and you're going to cook for the homeless. Respectfully.
Yeah.
I had no problem with doing that. Because obviously, I have to pay my dues to the community after what I've done to them.
And it's humbling and it teaches you a lot, fam.
After that, I took him to Pop Brixton. Went there. This was through the internship. It's okay, how can we help you today? They said, listen, we need some rubbish cleaned up here and there. I said, this is the thing. He said, bro, let's go for it. So cool, he's got to just get down and start packing up all the... Do you get what I'm saying?
Come on, bro, yeah.
After that, we said, okay, cool. NHS, donate, but all of that. So yeah, what's it? Boom, we link me there, let's do it. Take out, draw up the... everything. So literally, everything that I've put in front of him to say, listen, this is how you're going to give back. This is what you're going to do. He's up for it.
And it wasn't even a thing where he pressed me to do it or he forced me to do it. It was a thing where I took time to think about it after and say, yeah, this is something I need to do because I need to give back to the community. With the Pot Brixton thing, we had we spoke to the people because it was basically a Mel from the Soundbank. She spoke to Pot Brixton for us and she helped us get that position and we went there. And these men, do you want to speak about the Pot Brixton situation? No, but these ones violated though. She did violate. And we made the best of the situation.
So basically, you know, like sometimes when you go into an organization, there's different characters in different positions. So on the day, I'm not sure if the person there knew who he was or didn't, but that person was acting a certain way.
Already had a perception.
Yeah, and they were just behaving a certain way. And if we weren't wise, we'll be thinking, oh, they're acting like that to us because we are
who we are.
Right. But then that day we were just able to overlook that and say, listen, regardless of whatever, we're going to do what we can do to help for the day and we're going to keep it moving.
But that's a wise lesson though, because you see sometimes when you try to integrate yourself into like the world, innit? Yeah, and like working environment and like you're going to get that. So learning how to deal with that is dope. Like it might seem mad at the day, but you're gonna get that. You're gonna go into certain jobs and you're gonna get one manager that's gonna treat you different. You're gonna get one supervisor or one work colleague that's gonna act a certain way, and being able to learn how to deal with that is what's gonna get you further in whatever it is you choose to do.
Get me? Also, not everyone can take that you're your change just at face value. Some people are gonna want to see it.
Yeah.
You know, like that. It's all good to say, like, yeah, I'm different, but they're still going to be remembering you from other things. So you have to show them.
And this is
make
what I
them
was saying to
different.
Paul, and this is like, it was mainly my ideas with Paul coming back with feedback for what I was saying that we need to show them like I'm actually changed, not just say post tweets or post Instagram stories that I've changed. We need to show them that I've changed.
Yeah, because we see it like with the posts and all of that stuff. I kind of relate to it because it was like a time in my life where I had to change and go a different way. But you go like, but that different way is humbling. Like you see, like when you start from the ground up, where you're on labouring jobs, you're cleaning, you're doing all of these things where, you know, where before you might not have had to do that. You might have been making a little money from doing certain things, and then you have to go backwards to go forward. It's like, I think it's a dope thing, but also you got to understand like the general public, which you're talking like, you know, like your Love Island, your I'm a celeb public that watch the news and all of this. They're already got a perception of what they believe you to be. So for us, we could see the change. You get me? But for them,
I wasn't even convinced.
you weren't convinced. I was convinced. You know when I
believe
when
it. I
was
believe it, though,
convinced,
100% I believe
I
it.
saw when I see Paul got involved,
I just
and I
see
saw
posts.
you, and I saw you cleaning because I see it all. Because I remember I had you on
posts.
Instagram for a minute.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
even
yeah.
before the change, I'd followed you. You'd hit me up, followed man, and whatever. So I could see it. I was watching it, and it's like I knew. To go backwards like that it's not a media thing, because sometimes some people, especially when they come in from social media, and they don't want to put themselves in working positions where you can look like the average man because you're already in a position where you think you're somebody. So to now go backwards to be working, cleaning, picking up things, it's deeper than just, we're doing it for the cameras. Like
No, the
you have to really
consistency
Yeah,
is
you
what
have to-
made me
and-
believe that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, no,
because
that's
when I
mainly
first
the
saw it,
consistency.
I was like, 'cause I know how intelligent you are.
And I've many,
So you think
I've
he's being
I've
clever?
spoken, yeah, but I've
he's
spoken
trying to
many
work the
times.
system.
No,
I've spoken many times on illusions and doing.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Like,
I've spoke exactly. We've spoke, and you've always been on this. illusions, and you'll play
Controversy
with,
souls
Yeah,
and this,
and
that,
at
and the
times
other, yeah.
you've said yourself, confessed yourself when you're ready. At times you would let's just say work the audience, manipulate them in the direction you want, but. Through the consistency, I saw that you were serious. Then when Paul got involved, I know it was definitely serious because I already knew what the direction that Paul was looking to take things in. So I knew it was dead serious. So, yeah, well done for that. At what point did you realise you've done wrong and that you needed to rectify things?
That's a good question. I would say it was in jail, but then I could say that it was before jail, but then I don't think I really learned until I was in jail. So I'd probably say it was when I was in jail still. And it's when I was, me in jail, everyone knew me. Everyone wanted to talk to me.
I was
Everyone
going to ask you, how were they to you, towards you in jail? Was it all love? Was it a lot? Some people like, hey, you need to do better. I'm not saying they were slapping you up. I'm saying like just being like.
It was a bit
talking
of
to you,
both
big man
still.
speak.
It was a bit of like, big man speech.
Yeah.
Some people wanted to put their position and be like, yeah, you should have done this, you should have done that. And obviously me, I just take in what everyone says, innit? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm a calm guy. I'm quite nonchalant. I won't show my feelings. I'll just think it. And then it's like you can plant a seed in my mind and I'll take it on later on. So what everyone's saying, I'll take it in later, and everyone will no one will show me bad animosity. No one wanted to fight me. No one wanted to be bad to me. They all just wanted to help me because they could see themselves in me in some sort of way. Like in the prankster nature, just being wild and free. And obviously everyone in jail, they've been in jail for a reason and they've acted out in some sort of way. So it's about rehabilitation. And obviously there was in jail, there's probably about once or twice when there was probably one guy that was trying to get onto me, but the whole wing knew who I was, and no one would let that happen. They were like, yeah, he's trying to change his life. He's in jail, but you're in jail for something worse. So everyone was trying to defend me.
That's good.
So,
But that's like the people want you to win in general. Do you realise that? Like when you remember when you came to our pod, do you remember what the energy was? And even when we finished filming, like you was with your guys, you still friends with them?
no, to be actually honest, I'm not even friends with them.
But that's
Such is-
a
that's
life.
how life
You know
goes.
Actually,
what?
I'm not even
Sometimes
friends
in
with
life,
any
bro,
of
you
them.
have to
Not
let
friends
go
with
of
them.
some people, fam. You have to.
And it's not like we broke up on bad terms. It was just one stupid thing, and now we're not talking, and we haven't been talking for a while. And
happens.
I've just learned to live with that and move on with my life.
But God
without
works
them.
in mad ways, so sometimes removing people from your life isn't a bad thing, regardless. Like you might wish that certain friendship could still last forever, but you're 19 and you grow, and we all know as we've all grown up, not everything like some friendships, they drift in it. And I think, me personally, my personal opinion, I think like some people ain't really good for you to be around you. Do you get what I'm saying? So like seeing that you've drifted from certain people, I think it's a benefit to your life. Do you get me? Because some people might not want to see you win, and then
And I feel
sometimes
like-
they'll be the
I feel
closest
like-
ones to you.
Well, I do
You
feel
get
like
what I
his
mean?
schools helped me figure that out more still. And that's the main thing of the mentoring aspect. It's like, I'm not trying to say he's my dad or my father figure or anything, but he's brought that male influence, the older male influence into my life where I can see that there's certain things, because my mom's had to play both roles for my whole life. And there's never been that older male influence to say, cool, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should be doing. Like, there's never been a guidance.
Yeah.
My mom can only guide me in a female way. Not to be in any sort of way misogynistic or anything, but my mom can only
Yeah,
guide
I
me
understand.
in a female way.
You're speaking
Like,
to-
there has to be a guy that has to provide and be like, yo, this is how you should act as a male.
Yeah.
And this is
Someone
how
for you to
should
look
treat
up to.
female-
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong in that. Like having an older person like Paul in your life to look up to and like lean on when you need it and have that advice. There's nothing wrong in that. Like, we all need it. We all need it. Even as older people, we need people that we can turn to sometimes and get information and talk to and get that knowledge. You get me? Everybody, you done know the settings. You done know the thing. If you don't know already, Manscaped. Yeah, you see how some of our people then. We should actually let the people then write in the comments how they've been getting on with
Nah,
Manscaped.
nah, let's up it one on that. Let's up it on
You
that.
know what I mean?
Send in a screenshot of your purchases,
And what
and
you
we'll
purchased.
pick what and what you've purchased, and we'll pick one out live within like a month's time. We'll pick someone out, and you're gonna get the Manscaped super kit with everything in it, a Lean Gang t-shirt, and a masculine shit hoodie.
Yeah,
Yeah?
the whole set. Because you know, if you buy the big masculine thing, I mean, the
Pause. But continue. But
the
continue.
Manscaped thing, yeah,
Yeah. Right. Uh-huh.
You get the big set, comes with wash bag, comes
Everything.
this, that, everything.
Yeah.
You get me?
You get it.
So make sure you use the code winners.
Yeah.
Send in your entries.
20% discount, and even if you just buy, you can buy something small, but your name will still be in the hat to get pulled out
come on.
potentially.
Could
You
be
understand?
Like little boxes, can be like
Whatever it is,
beard oil.
Send the screenshot
Yeah.
over to who we sending them to? To Cousin T. We're gonna put Cousin T's
Insta,
on
yeah.
it. T's happy with that. He's happy with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because his thing gonna
Yeah,
man,
bare followers is gonna increase now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
send the thing over to Cousin T. His Insta's gonna be on screen right now, and we're gonna pick out someone to win. But use the code winners, 20% discount, free shipping. Make your purchases at Manscaped. It's guanin. We're not pushing no dead product either. It's a proper thing. It's the hustler, Big Dougie Doug.
Let's go.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll tell you what's quite interesting. So, for me to do that, I would say that it's like what gives me that type of strength, right? Is people like, to go back to it, Pound, respect. Do you know that guy?
Yeah. Large amounts.
Do you know that? Listen, I'll call, bro, that guy. Yeah. When you see what he's up to, he goes out of the country to fight for you.
Yeah.
Or you're younger.
yeah.
Nah, I respect it. Nah,
You know
real
it?
talk.
Bro,
right.
no, fully.
What
fully,
Raspak and the man are doing.
I spoke to him recently, and there's a lot going on.
So that's what gives me. I think to myself, raw. If he can do that, which I feel like it's not more than what I'm doing. It's different, but it's very
Still
anything
time,
can happen.
still time consuming.
What
Everything
it
is time
What it is,
consuming.
bro. I was thinking about this on the way here. Yeah, there's a. I was watching something that one of my shorts editor must have sent me a clip that he's posted, and it was Harry Panero talking about gatekeepers and the level of responsibility when you're in positions, and some people don't do the right things when they're in position. I'm very aware of my position, so leading by example, like I'd expect someone that if I each one teach one. If I speak to you a certain way, I'd expect you to pass it on. If I speak to Doug a certain way, I'd expect Doug to pass it on. And those that might open the door for me, I have to respect what they've done and then try to reciprocate. And that's how things get better and things improve. So I understand what you're saying. That's why I have them conversations with people, because I think there's a level of responsibility to it to help push things forward. That's why when Mizzy came through the first time, some people tried to hit me up and be like, you weren't hard enough on him. You weren't this, that, and I'm like, he's young. You understand? Give him room to grow. If I go at him hard, he could shut down. I don't even want to listen to what you're saying to me now, because you're speaking to me like I'm not a man. I know whether he's 18 or 19, he's a father. So he's a man in his own right. You see what I'm saying to you? So you have to give him respect as a man. He might be a young man, but he's still a man. So you have to respect him as such. So it's good that he can look to you and say, yeah, you listen to what he says. And as much as you listen to me, if I had something in your realms to ask you about, something in Doug's realms, I'll ask you that as well. And that's how we move. So, and it's good for you to be around big men as well. to be ahead of your peers. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Big men that are
You see how big men move, and you see how like it's different from what your age group are doing and how they're thinking, and you're like, right.
Yeah, be ahead of the game.
Yeah, man.
Be ahead of the game. So carry on, Paul. Carry on.
Yeah, so, you know, when I kind of sit down and I kind of think, you know, because it's time consuming, obviously, and other things. But at the same time, when you kind of think about, you know, the ultimate purpose of what you're trying to do, you're trying to change someone's... When I look at Mizzy, I'm not looking at one person, I'm looking at thousands.
That's right.
This is our people, but sometimes we don't think. If someone posts something bad about, let's say, for example, Mizzy, and everyone's there, you know, chatting about the guy, whatever. If he grows up and he's upset and all of us done him dirty, okay, cool. What do you think he's going to do to the younger generation? You think he's going to be like, yeah, come, let me help you? He's going to treat them a certain way. I don't have kids yet. So potentially my kids will look up to him because he's 19.
Yeah.
So I already calculated that, okay, if this is a domino effect, how you treat the youngers is how they're going to treat their youngers. So if we want to help the youngers, we need to help the youngers.
Yeah. Plus, your generation are going to be inspired. There's probably a lot of youths that have seen your journey, where it's gone and what's happened, and inspired by your turnaround. And you might not to put that responsibility on your shoulders, but you won't know how many people you influence from you changing your life to make them understand there's more to what's out there than what everyone thinks they can go out there and do, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Nah, I've seen it a lot still. Like, bare young people be coming up to me. They'll be like, I've seen how you changed your life. I'm trying to be like you. And it's like, it actually hits me to the point. It's like, I'm actually doing things to change people's perception of the way I think and the way they think.
Yeah, 100%. Because the youths are lost. A lot of them are lost out there and they don't know what they want to do. And having the right examples and the right people showing them, especially someone like your age, showing them like, right, you know what, there's a different way we can go. We can all go prison, have that experience, but you can also change your life around. You'd be like surprised how powerful that is to the youth.
Like, social media is crazy enough where one click of a button can send it to millions of people and everyone can see. Like social media is what the news dreads, because the news used to be what social media was. Like, and now that you can broadcast messages to anybody, anything that one person says that they have influence goes, to be fair. Like, if someone had big influences to say something bad and their audience was to believe that and they were to say something bad, that could cause a worldwide riot. So it just depends on what social media is.
Do you know what's actually interesting? If I could just ask a quick question. Now, what's funny is that when he now apologized, obviously you all saw the video, why wasn't that posted up wherever?
We speak about that though, man.
Yeah, but that's, you know,
we speak that.
But that's standard.
Why does it? No, but our people, respectfully.
But our people is all people.
All people. That we spoke about.
You know, it travels for
we just know
it's not as entertaining.
It's not entertaining.
Yeah,
people want to
and they don't care.
And that's the problem. Everyone wants fucking.
No, but my point is, as I said about the whole youth and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I hear you.
People want fucking.
I hear you. Listen, but it's just that, they
we
just like
did
the
an episode on it.
You saw the post. I saw you commented where I spoke, where there's an episode about, they just like the more negative. They just it just gets pushed. The more positive things don't get pushed.
I said it from the start of when I blew up, controversy sells. It's as simple as, and people only comment and interact with controversial
Everyone
things.
got something to say.
Yeah.
Mizzy now was still on crowd doing a mad thing. Everyone have something to say. Man turn his life around. People like,
wants to say,
that's too positive for me.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta live. You gotta live
in a house outside.
You gotta live outside.
Yeah, it's not even just that it's too positive. It's just like it's not even that it's too positive. It's just normal things. This is what you should.
That's what it is.
What's the point of me interacting if that's what normal
people
life
were more
should
interested in you being the villain, and no one doing nothing about it to help you, and just hanging you out to dry out there, than they are in the fact of what you're trying to do to change your life. Because the same thing like what you're doing now, a lot of people should be hitting you up and saying, you know what, respect to what Paul's doing, but you know, I got a pattern for you. I got a pattern, because there's a lot of people in positions that can probably help, but they choose not to.
But watch this. You gotta understand, there's social media world and there's the real world. I guarantee you, in the real world, the reception's good. People are showing love as you maneuver around in the real world, right? In the social media world, it's pure negativity. That's what they want to push and that's what they do. But in reality, when you're moving in the real world, what kind of feedback are you getting from people?
Vibes.
That's what I'm saying, because the real world and social media world are two different things. So this social media world is driven by certain elements.
It's by the algorithm, by the For You page.
The algorithm, exactly. So But in reality, that's why I'm a reality guy. So that's where I don't get too caught up in because I know social media world, this internet world, the algorithm gets pushed by negativity, bad vibes. Mizzy's ran in a house, da. In real life, when you're moving around, real people will be like, "It's good what you're doing." You must get that. You must get
all the time.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just what it is. I got a question from one of the back room staff. They paged me. They said when Paul was on there last time, he spoke about people are saying work with the kids, and he was like, look at you smiling already, and he was like, well, I'm not really on working with the kids or something along those lines. I don't think he's said like
so what changed what changed.
So what changed, Paul? Can you recall what you said at the time?
Yeah. Because at the time I think I said, forget about the youth, they're not serious.
There you go.
Now the thing is,
we can all change, Paul.
I would say
no, but the youth ain't serious. And I can agree with you on that. The youth ain't serious.
No, they're
Ain't
not.
serious.
But I feel like it depends on
the circumstances.
Yes.
Given.
And it also depends on what I put out there as well.
And I think the timing, because at the time when all of this was going on, there was a lot of
an escape. You're giving him an escape.
No, I'm not even going to escape.
No, but you're helping him.
I'm not helping him.
Let him answer the question.
Okay, go on then.
Okay.
So yeah, at the time when I'm
giving him an escape.
So basically,
let it go.
it's a thing where like I feel like when the Mizzy thing happened, and then the youth could see that I was helping him. That's when they now came with that energy to me, and I was like, oh, so you guys actually do, want help.
But they needed to see it from us,
right?
Like, it
I was about to,
between us,
because before that I was just doing banter.
Yeah.
To be fair. But when they could see that, I'm working, like I can get things done. That's when they're like, oh, Paul, do you know what? Yeah. Like let's.
I felt like there was a lot of beef going on around that time, because I don't know if you recall, but I know there was people that were calling out what Bobby Kasanga was doing, people calling out what Raspet was doing.
Beef going on in this room with you.
We're blessed. But there was like, I feel like there was a time where people were questioning the good deeds of everybody, and I think like it was a time where like, you know what, no, actually we're gonna have to show people that this is what we're about and this is what we're doing, because I feel like at the time, like even people was getting at people like Raspet, like questioning man's integrity of what he's trying to do, questioning what Bobby's trying to do, questioning what you're trying to do, all these things. And I feel like at that time it all just kind of fell into play where things like this had to shut the people up and say, look, no, actually we're not this ain't no play thing, it's serious. But I don't know if it felt the same for you in that situation, but from the outside looking in, watching the platforms and seeing what was going on at that time, I felt like people were starting to discredit the people that were actually in the field putting in work. Do you get what I mean? And I felt like it needed to kind of come to the light of all the good work people are doing. I don't know if it felt like that for you. But
I would say from my perspective, it's a thing where at the time when I started working with Mizzy, there was so much happening. The engagement on my page was mad.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy
because people are trying to see. It's like they want
to real. Is
People are questioning.
They're questioning. They're thinking, are they still going to be together next week or next month?
And I feel like Paul actually had that thought for himself, because I remember when we first started talking, it wasn't too much, but it wasn't too vague. It was like in the middle. And he was like testing the waters. Is this guy really serious? Because he reached out to me from seeing me post that I want to change my life. So obviously he's taking it as an initiative. Oh, this guy really wants to change his life.
Putting your neck on the line, really.
Yeah, he's putting his neck on the line because of what he's built up already and how he's trying to change his brand. So if he's taking me on, is that going to affect him? Is that going to make him look better? He's taking a big risk on himself. And that's why I respect that. And I told him that from the start. And I said, if you're really trying to take all in on me, then I'll put all in on you. And we can actually have a mutual agreement where wherever we want to build, we can build it. Whatever we want to do, we can do it.
100. And what I like about Mizzy is that it's like people think that he's bad or it's all, well, technically speaking, from my perspective, from what I have seen of him, he is a normal guy.
Yeah.
He's a 19-year-old boy. Like, how was I when I was 19? Probably a bit different. Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel after when we shot them the first time, when you lot came on the first time, and it was mad because once the cameras came off and after the show, you lot all like changed. It was weird. And I said, like, even when people asked me, because a lot of people went to Pounds, people come to man and was like, wow, what? Mizzy was on the show. What them? I said, Brad, you know what? They're good youths. But I feel like it's lost in the source of all the clout.
We're all
and
just
everything.
kids,
You get me? Like,
but
do you get
we're
me?
kids that are brought up in the social
Yeah.
media. We're kids that are brought up in the social media world. So compared to how we were when we are, compared to how you are when you were our age is completely different because of social media. And social media is the biggest thing because someone could post a video saying, look, this is the right thing. And then kids will look at it and say, oh yeah, that is the right thing. And they're going to go off of that inference. And it's all about perception. So we were going on this podcast, coming on, we're going to twist up the internet side. We're going to be mad. We're going to do this. But we're not like that.
Yeah, because you lot started talking about business, clothing, this, that. Like, and that's when I was like, right, these man...
They definitely got
their heads screwed on, but there might be bad influences in the camp. There might be people whispering this, that. You get me? But my general consensus, I walked away thinking like, right, I kind of like the man more than what maybe I went into it thinking when I first went into the interview because like you showed that side of it.
But I feel like the bad influence is social media and the media. That is the biggest bad influence. The mainstream media, they glorify knife crime, they glorify gang,
they do
glorify it all, and everybody, all the meme pages, they post it. Shade Borough is the biggest culprit of it. Festify, all of these people, they promote black negativity, and deep down they're black themselves. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
No, it's mental.
No, I hear you.
It's mental.
They didn't send you into that house though. We must take accountability. You take full accountability. You must take full accountability. Just saying, because you know,
they weren't there.
Yeah, they weren't there. No one weren't there. They weren't there. They weren't there. But I hear you though. I hear you. But Paul, what's the plan moving forward? What's the plan?
Cool. So basically, I kind of sat down and thought about it and I looked into it. Loads of you have reached out to me. They said, "Listen, Paul, you know, we want you to help us the way you're helping Mizzy. We want a job." So I said, okay. Started to make a few calls. I started to post and stuff. And then I realized that the amount of people that want jobs in comparison to how many jobs are there, jobs that people want, by the way, it's not matching up. So I sat down, I done some more maths, called around, asked a few people. And I said, okay, what are the jobs that are available? Long story short, it boiled down to construction. In my opinion. Now, when I then realized that, okay, cool, so there's lots of opportunities in construction, how can I make this thing work? I said, okay, Mizzy, listen, let's talk. This is me and Mizzy. We always talk, like, every day. Okay, how can we make, let's say, construction more cool so that the youth would be open to getting into it? And it's okay, do you know what? Let's start something up, like a project.
Pattern up.
Let's call it Pattern Up.
Pattern up.
And what we're going to do is we're going to try to guide
Deep it. I'm gonna be them guys. I'm gonna be them guys. Deep it. Pattern up. Slang. Tell the man them to pattern up. If you're doing something wrong, pattern up. That's what it is. Pattern up. We're trying to find youth employment in jobs in sectors that are easily employable because construction, you can have a criminal record, you can go to jail, you can come out and get a job.
I fuck with it because that's how I started.
Yeah, there you go.
I did my CSCS card in prison. And then when I caught my next case, my girlfriend at the time got me a construction job when I was in the police station. So I got nicked, like say the Thursday, didn't get allowed to the Saturday, but on the Friday she found me a job and was basically like, listen, if you go back to prison, like I'm out. Do you get me? So she found me a job and I was labouring. But for me, that construction job opened the doors to where I'm on the railway now doing what I do now. Got train driving license, all of that, like doing my thing. So I fully fuck with what you're saying because people don't understand that. I always say to the man them, especially my brothers them, get on the railway. Like
there's money there.
But it's like you just said it yourself. There's no industry where you can have criminal record. They're not watching all of that. Like, and you basically promote yourself.
You work for yourself.
You get your own tickets. You pay for your ticket. You get your ticket. You learn a new skill. Do you get what I'm saying? Which then allows you to earn more money. Like I love it, like what you lot are saying, because the construction industry, from that you learn a trade, bro. You can go on a venture out and start your own business. All of a sudden, you're a plumber, you're a bricklayer, you're this, that. You got your own company. You're laying roofs. You're doing whatever.
Tradesmen are always needed.
And I'm pretty sure you can do that from like 16.
I'm
pretty sure you can do that from like 16 still.
Just to say, listen, if there's anyone out there, if you're into construction, trying to get into construction, reach out to me. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
I want to get my feet wet.
And they will.
Yeah.
We'll put all the apps up and all of that. Before we bring things to a close, because it's a short visit, you know, because this was out the blue, off the cuff one, but we made it happen anyway.
We got one more venture that we're actually delving in. Well, this is mainly my venture, innit? But obviously, I want Paul to be involved in it in some way, shape, or form. But I want to start a podcast. Like, see how you guys are doing it, a podcast. But my podcast, obviously, I can't be in videos, innit? So I'm going to have to be behind a audio wave, like probably what this is going to be right now. And the way I'm going to be interviewing people is it's not going to be about their lives, it's going to be about a discussion. So Obviously, I might talk about fatherhood. I might get a bunch of young fathers on the panel. Like, I know you've seen a couple of those podcasts but it's usually American people that do it. I'm trying to bring it to here and just call it the reality show. So that's my next venture that I'm trying to go down.
Have you still got contact with the Tate brothers?
Have I still got contact with the Tate brothers? Yes and no. I got contact with one of them.
Okay. Tristan.
The other one I don't rate.
Who don't you rate?
Andrew Tate.
But you're in contact with Tristan still?
Yeah.
Okay. Fairs. And how's that going to work for you moving forward? Anything?
Right now, it's like what I feel like the audience is trying to do. They're trying to look on what I want to do with my life before they intervene or do anything. And I've cut myself off from the Tates like that. Like, I respect Tristan on a personal level because he's a real guy. But I don't know about Andrew. And that's all I was saying about them.
Okay. As you stroke your beard.
Yeah, sorry.
Go on. You stroke your beard, as we wrap it up. You and
Can
Bobby.
I just tell you about this?
Go on.
So,
Do a quick promo. Go
now,
on.
the Beard Gang guy, right, Adam, my bro,
Yes.
this is a new product. Usually, as guys, I see you lot promoting the beard thing, and we usually get the oil, you put it in your hand, this one's the spray. You understand? I had to grab this off him. This is a prototype. You understand? I grabbed it, I said, listen, I'm bringing it here. You feel me? But that's what I got to say.
All right.
Say no more.
Are you fighting Bobby Kasanga?
Okay, so, Bobby Kasanga.
Is the mic covering his face, Rex?
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, good.
All right.
I can't lie.
Bobby-
Personally, I think Bobby Kasango smoky still.
That's fair.
No. Big man thing. I know you're my guy and that, but Bobby Kasango was smoky. I can't lie.
That's fair. So, let me...
He's been through the
Ninja
trenches.
spirit out there still,
He's been
no
through the
faith.
trenches, cuz. Where have you been? You've been a business lad, bro. Business lad here, bro.
That's fair. So let me give you a bit of history first. Do you want to know the history?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So, how did the whole Bobby thing come out? Because people don't really ask.
I'm asking.
Okay, cool. So now, when I was on the podcast the last time, me and Doug had our back and forth, right? Okay, boom, bam, bim. However, me and Doug, we know it's love, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then, a couple days later, bear in mind, I have my own ego too. So a couple days later, when the episode came out, I saw in the comments, because your audience, I like them, but some of them, they're a bit, I don't know if they understand what's going on. Respectfully, hear me out.
Go ahead. Big up my audience. Though.
Big up the audience, big up the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, in the comments now, some of them were like, yeah, Doug told him about himself. Doug showed him it. I said, bro, what? So I called Pound Sterling down. I swear on my life. I called Pound. I said, Pound, what's going on? How are you? He said, yeah, I'm good. I said, I've seen the comments. He said, yeah, what's going on? Because it's normal to him, innit? So, but it's not normal to me because I'm thinking, like, I'm here cracking joke, entertaining, and they're trying to flip on me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, I said, you know what? What do you say? Put Doug in the ring. Let's get this cracking.
That was funny. Paz hit me up, yeah?
You did.
Paz hit me up. I said, Paul's not even in my fucking weight class, mate. You did.
So basically now, boom. So now, let's say Pound said to me, long story short, you can't make it happen. I said, oh, cool. Then give it a couple days after now. Bobby must have posted on his story. And then he put like the clip of me and Doug. And he said, oh, this would be an interesting fight.
Nah, he
I'll
did it
mash up both of them.
He did a few months later. It was like a month.
Oh,
or
sorry,
two, yeah,
a month.
It was like
Yeah.
he dragged it back up. It died down.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he said this would be an interesting fight between me and Doug. But I'll mash up both of them.
Yeah, man.
Wow. I said, oh.
I missed the mash up both of them. But yeah,
That's
I
what,
didn't see the
brother.
piece
I
still.
saw.
No,
that.
you see how this poor guy likes to talk about the story.
Wait, hold on.
No,
Wait, one
I ain't
second.
giving you
Wait,
this
one
one.
second. Wait, one
You see
second.
how this guy likes to
Wait.
beef up his story.
Wait, one
You
second.
can see like he's the good guy, and then everybody
Wait,
else
one
doesn't
second.
matter.
Wait,
It's
let me
the
land.
good-
Wait, let me land.
No.
So-
That's the pool brother for you.
Wait,
yeah.
so now, the guy said, listen, I'll mash up both of them. I said, what? I said, is it? I said, all right. Bobby's cool, though.
Yeah, Bobby's
No, he's cool. I like what he's doing in the community.
Yeah,
But
Bobby's
he said,
blessed.
he'll mash me up. But I will mash him up. But let me land.
Go
So, now, basically, the guy said he'll mash me up. I saw it and I said, okay, I left it. About a couple weeks or whatever later, one day I saw him training in the gym. And then, like on Instagram or whatever. And I said to him, I said, you know what? In the boxing ring, I thought I could take you, but based on how you're training, I think I'll pass. That's just like, it's a cheeky jab, but I'm still respectful with it.
Nah, you gave him too much clout there, man. That's like...
No, but this was in a DM. That was in a DM.
Yeah.
He wants him.
Nah, I'm done. I already trained for him and he backed out.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what my first fight. The fight I had.
You man are all in a mad triangle of.
Yeah. So
of
the first
like-
fight I had
dramas.
you know, the boxing fight I had.
Yes.
I was meant to fight Bobby.
Oh.
So we was trying to pattern it up with Bouncer. Bobby then was talking about eating cake and doing all this madness, and then he went quiet. Because Bobby called me out, he rang me because he was meant to fight Joe Black. Joe Black pulled out for whatever reason. Bobby rang me and said, "Oh, do you want to do this thing on Wicked and Bad?" I said, "Yeah, I'm in." Like, let's say he rang me the Saturday, I was in the boxing gym on Monday. Do you get me? Straight away, I went straight to the gym,
Yeah,
in the
he
gym
was,
on
he was,
Monday.
he
So
was.
when he's all sending me videos and doing all this social media stuff, I'm training. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, like, it just got quiet, and then they asked me, do I want a tune-up fight before Bobby? Because
Right, Doug, we know the story. We've heard it about
Yeah,
20
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
We've heard the story bare time.
So basically,
I'm a lying though. The man has heard the story bare time. Remember, I'm here every week. So I'm trying to get him out the door.
Instagram.
So just to wrap up. So basically, so what then happened now is when he said, yeah, do you know what? Boom. He threw it up. He said, right. I sent him a DM. I said, listen, I think I can take you, but I'll pass. And then he said, LOL. That's random. I'll mash you up though. So then I thought, oh, he forgot about what he posted in the story, but I just laughed, LOL. Then he took a snapshot and he posted that
Yeah, that's Bobby.
on the feed.
Bobby.
But that's cool though. So obviously, when he done that, I thought, well, I came on my thing, I start talking about thing too.
Yeah, they talk your stuff. No,
I'm talking shit.
No,
Yeah.
I'll give you that still because I forgot about that. And with respect, you got heart still because you did ask for a boxing match with Doug. You'd have been outsized. I'm not gonna lie. And you asked for a boxing match with Bobby, and Bobby's not small either. So
Would have got
man can't
smoked
question
2
the heart
times, bro. You would have got smoked 2 times, cuz.
I think that's a good matchup.
I think that's that's a good match.
It's a good matchup because it's like there's a lot of underestimating each other in that one still.
Who takes Bobby though?
Let's go.
You said it.
Cap.
Let's go. And the funny thing is,
You said it.
Now, obviously, you know this guy, Lexstars, right?
Yeah.
Bobby's not on. Bobby's. I said this already. Bobby's just doing Bobby stuff, man. Bobby don't gonna fight. But go on.
I'll tell you what happened. That day that I put out the posts, he called me and he said, "Right, Paul, do you know what? I want to sponsor you, bruv. Anything you want to do, I got your back. I believe you're going to smoke him, blah, 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 blah." And from that day, that's when I started to rep his brand. Because I said, no.
Big up my man.
Yeah.
You see that promo right there?
For him to show me love.
Hold on.
Listen,
Now
he
that
sponsored my birthday.
No, but hold on,
sponsored my
Doug.
40th
Before we get
birthday,
to
shout him.
that, you're trying to be too slick. You came in there with Lextas last time, and you hadn't called that no box.
No, I didn't.
That was a cool story, though.
No, I didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
I
The
didn't.
promo's too slick.
No, the story was
promo's
cute,
too
like.
slick.
You came with Lextas last time, brother.
I didn't.
It sounded good. It sounded real good.
No, I
you know,
didn't.
From that moment on,
I swear on my life. Okay, Mandem, did I have the drink the last time?
I'm pretty sure.
When he came with the girl and the boy.
Yeah, I had the red cup.
I don't know.
If I had the drink, I would have had this cup.
Maybe it was tricky.
Tricky did.
Maybe,
Yeah, tricky.
I
You
stand
the way
correct.
he said
I
you
stand
man on the
correct.
promo and you're not
Yeah,
even
tricky.
deep in
The
it.
story is very good. Then the story is that's
Yeah.
excellent.
Let's
story.
go,
up,
man.
Ruth.
Come on, man. Let's
Big up,
go.
Big up the man them over at
Yeah, big up
Lextas,
Ruth, big up.
making things happen. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, listen. All jokes aside, all positivity. Everyone, big up Bobby, big up everyone involved.
Yeah.
Just pushing the scene forward. Big up Paul Bridges for what you're doing. Mizzy,
Big up the mentoring thing. We need more mentors.
need more
Real
mentors.
shit.
It's
Real
such an
black
important
men out
thing.
here.
I'm sorry it had to be a short one today, but you know we just had to make it work. We
That's
made it
cool,
work.
man.
Remember at first I said it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
When he rang me, I was like, boy, Paul, overran.
And I called you on short notice as well.
Very. And I was like, there's no way it's going to happen. But then just by chance, it was cancellation, right place, right time. So we get it done. Appreciate you coming through. Mizzy, we're going to be keeping an eye, monitoring the people are supporting you.
Come on, man.
You understand?
Keep a tab.
Don't
Look at this
disappoint
dog
us.
guy. He's just trying to clap at that. Why are you trying to clap?
No, because I'm rooting for you. I know, I'm rooting for you,
Someone is
fam.
rooting for you,
I'm
man.
rooting for you.
All
Like,
jokes aside,
You got,
I
bro,
respect
watch
it.
out for the people that don't clap for you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those are the ones you got to
bro.
watch out for you, bro.
I fuck with your storyline. I fuck with
But
what
I
you're
understand,
doing,
I
and
understand.
I'm rooting for you,
bro.
bro. I want you to win.
Listen, I get it. You understand? You're a young guy, so you're in a room full of big men. Like you get it. So you're learning on it. You're learning on the job, but you're in the right circles, bro. And take advantage and make use of the opportunities being provided to you. Yeah, and be grateful and appreciative for them. Look after your baby, bro. They tried to get onto you for hanging you upside down, but better do that every day, B. That's all right. That's normal. That's normal play.
That's normal. Like,
And as long as you can understand some things. See the social media, they're gonna get onto you for
anything.
and everything, bro. You could post a picture of your newborn baby, and someone will say, "Oh, why is he in that? Why did you put him in that that color outfit or something?"
Yeah,
People have just got something to
anything,
say.
yeah.
So,
Baby goes too tight.
yeah. So all of that. Let's just let's just give thanks that you've been able to turn things around. I hope things keep moving in a positive direction for you. Stay out of jail and keep your head in a good mental space. Be vocal. If you're going through any mental issues, if you feel any kind of way, reach out, communicate, bro. You're not alone in this. And it goes for anyone, the viewers, all the man them, just like we do in here, man. Vocalize and communicate. Yeah?
Men's mental health is very important.
Absolutely.
Real shit.
It's the hustler, Big Dougie, Doug, Paul Bridges, Mizzy, man them in the room.
Let's go.
Let's go.